From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into the Game Changers segment here on The Horse's Mouth, on Buzz TV, of course, at my bar, at Tommy Max, brought to you by our good friends at the Heritage Capital Group, and at Farther. One of my favorite segments and one of my favorite guys is at the bar, back at the bar, and new to the bar. Let's welcome in my panel, talking some ball, Coach Dave Campo. How are you, Coach? Welcome back.
Tom, thank you.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited. Big week this week with the Jags, but I'm happy to be here with you as well.
Always.
Yeah, absolutely.
You look a little tinier today for some reason.
Listen, they wanted this young man here to sit here, and I was going to be over there, and I said, no way, they can't see me.
You would have disappeared, though.
The big man is here.
T-Mac.
Big Searcy.
What's going on, bro? I'm doing great,
so
man.
Good
Not
to
only
see you.
teammate,
Yes.
but rival.
We
We weren't rivals, but we played against each other.
did.
He had 17. He had 17 tackles.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting. He always, I say 17 on purpose so you can say 19.
You see how modest he was there? He kind of dropped out. I don't know.
Right? Yeah, absolutely.
How you doing, man? You look great.
Thanks,
You look
man.
great.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
You're still in the gym.
I am. I have to.
Yeah.
I have to keep this weight off.
When people say, hey, it looks like you could still play, because I get that sometimes. I always say, yeah, only in a phone booth, though. Like,
Yeah,
those close quarters, I'd be okay.
Listen, I'll give you extra point field goal.
There you go.
On the outside.
Yeah, absolutely,
The
man.
wingman.
Absolutely. Hey, you do a great job on 1010XL.
Thank you,
Of course,
appreciate
you're
it.
with Coach a lot. You're in the media. You wrote a book, Fourth Down and Damn, that did really, really well.
Yeah.
You got a bottle signing. You're helping people out there. What else is Leon Searcy up?
Well, I mean, you pretty much covered it all, man. I just want to stay busy. Everybody says, hey, after the game, you're going to retire. What are you going to do, man? You got to stay active. You got to stay busy, especially in the community and the business world. I have my own cigar line as well.
That's
Me and my
right.
business partners, Howard G Cigars, me, Howard G, Ike Taylor. We've been in the cigar business, all Nicaraguan, leaf, binder, and blend.
Okay.
We've been in the business now 4 years. We're in 17 states, and we're in 70 cigar lines.
That is great, man. That is great.
And you go online, howardgcigars.com if you want to online.
Okay.
Listen,
Plug that. I had to plug that.
when he was pasteurizing guys back at the University of Miami back in the day,
remember.
I never knew he'd be such an entrepreneur, but he is. He's
Hey,
moved on.
I think it's too reinvention, man. You got to reinvent yourself
Absolutely.
sometimes from
Absolutely.
when you move on from the game, and you've done just that. What's your favorite thing to do? Now that you're not
My favorite thing to do?
Yeah, what do you like?
Oh, man, I love the radio.
Yeah.
I love talking Jags.
Yeah.
I love talking Miami Hurricane. Anything sports related, I love that, whatever. But after that, man, I just like to chill out.
Yeah.
Have a nice little smoke.
Absolutely.
And,
and enjoy life.
a little brown water.
You had to. Were you at Miami when he was there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen.
Not that year though. You'd already left '89, right? You left
No, he was there for 2 years.
I was at 87 and
87,
87, 88.
89. Okay.
Listen, this is a much kinder Campo, okay?
Yeah,
all right?
I heard.
Let me just tell you that.
I know.
Listen,
I
man,
know.
I always tell this story because I have flashbacks of it. All right, I have flashbacks. We had to run 16 110s.
Okay.
That was our conditioning.
That's right.
It was grueling. It wasn't necessarily the running of the 110s.
Yeah.
It was the mental gymnastics that the coaches played on you and running them.
Yeah.
And all I can remember is Coach Campo's voice saying, cross the damn line. Get behind the damn line. Coach Campo will walk up and down the line and because if you jumped or you had your hand over the line, they give you another one.
All over again.
All over
And
again.
you're trying to get a little.
Man,
jump
listen,
on.
I tell you, I tell people this all the time, man. I survived University of Miami.
Yeah.
I
That stuff
survived.
keeps you up at night. People don't realize that. We had that with Coffin at BC.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Yeah, we were thrown up during 3 times a week during the winter. It was just awful. So it'd keep you up.
That's like a badge of honor to coaches, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you just keep going. Like puking means nothing. Doesn't mean anything. But nonetheless, look, great to have you here. You guys got a big game against Florida State.
Yeah.
How you feeling about the game? I mean, I've always liked the U, and I'm not just saying this because you're growing up in Chicago. I remember Catholics versus the convicts.
Right.
Grew up Catholic, but I always cheered for the convicts for some reason. The convicts. But from Miami, and I remember the fight in the tunnel. There was a big fight right before the game. I was like, "Oh, this is."
Listen, I was in the middle of that one.
Were you really?
You're not kidding, but I was ducking and diving. Believe me.
Man,
well, you know how the fight started, right? This is how the fight started because both teams come out the same tunnel.
Same tunnel, I know.
Notre Dame was already on the field stretching, all right? And we had a tendency to be a little disrespectful.
Yeah, you had swag.
Oh, yeah, we had a little
some
swag.
swag.
So we had two options.
Yeah.
They were already on the field. We had two options. They're already stretching. We could go around or we could go through their stretches.
Yeah, of course.
What did you think we did?
I know.
We went right through their stretch.
You're going to make a statement.
Yeah, you know, Notre Dame had been punked by us for so long. They had to, at some particular point, they had to stand up to us.
That's right.
And that was their part saying, listen, we've had enough of y'all.
Yep.
We're going to stand up to it. And it became like I don't even say it was a fist fight, but it was a lot of pushing and shoving.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, wait. Well, we had to have police come and, you know, escort.
I love it. That gets everybody fired up for the game.
Does.
All right, our Jags doing great. 6-2, coming off the bike. Got a big game this week. How do you feel overall about the offensive line, being one of the standout offensive tackles?
Well, listen, I think the offensive line, for the most part, has played well. Okay. I think they played well. They can play better.
Yep.
You know, I mean, being that I played the position, I'm going to be a little bit more particular when it comes to.
Do you watch Anton Harrison?
I do.
In particular?
I do,
what kind
absolutely.
Of grade are you giving the young man
I give him a B right now.
Okay.
I give him a B right now. He's going up against some formidable opponents.
Sure.
He went up against T.J. Watt against the Steelers, and he gave up the sack.
Yeah.
He gave up the pressure, but on the road against, you know, that crowd and T.J. Watt, to give up one sack and I think he maybe gave up a couple of pressures, but I think for the most part he held his own. He held his own. And I mean, and I'm not watching Cam Robinson, which is a good thing because he's pretty solid on the level.
Yeah.
So I'm watching the kid to see. Listen, when he played KC, and you know Chris Jones got the best of him.
Yeah.
Two things could have happened.
Yep.
He could either linger or learn. Linger or learn.
Yep.
So the kid's learning, he's getting better.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
How would you say overall, Coach, just real quick on Anton Harrison?
Well, I think he's been great from the first day to where he is right now. Okay. You know, I think athletically he's good enough to be an outstanding player in the league, and I think he's gotten better.
Mm-hmm. He gets after, like you did. You like heard.
And Rauscher, the offensive line coach, does an outstanding job with these guys.
He does.
And you know, I think he's one of the best I've seen going back to training camp when you and I were watching him.
No,
you know,
absolutely.
I think, you know, the offensive line is improved. We really have to do something this week with San Francisco's rush.
Without a doubt, we're going to talk about that in another segment. Leon, just real quick as I wrap up here, I always feel like what young offensive linemen miss is that patience. Mm-hmm. You know, they want to get the guy so bad, so quickly and so right away, where you guys, when you get the hang of it, you just wait for that right time, and you're balanced and you're patient, kapow, and you were one of the best at it. Do you agree with me? Because they tend to duck their head a lot when they're young.
Yeah, I mean,
they go around it.
I'm always watching how they transition out of their stance, because you got to remember when I played, when me and Big Bo played, this is what I used to do. When I used to break the huddle and I look across, I'm already looking at a point at where I want to get based on where his alignment is. Okay. So when I break the huddle and I turn, I already say to myself, based upon where he's lined up or whatever. Now he may stem to a 5, 7, or 9, and I have to adjust. But initially when I see him, I already break the huddle. I say, okay, that spot, so I gotta beat him to that spot with my feet, because you gotta understand. I tell people all the time, you block them with you block them with your feet, and you stop them with your hands.
Beautiful.
You gotta be able to put your feet in a position to where you can use your hands as weapons.
That's great, man. All right. We got a victory this week, Coach. What do you call it?
I'll tell you, this is going to be a tough ball game, and I think the spread is good. I think we're going to be right there at the end, and it's going to be the team that makes the plays at the end of the football game. I would say, you know, if I was a betting man, I would say the Jags would cover. Okay. As a local guy, the Jags win.
Yeah. Well, hopefully my cousin, who's not really my cousin, McManus, makes the kicks that he needs to.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's been good.
Big man. Great to have you on the show.
Appreciate it, bro.
All right, Coach. Always a pleasure.
Always, Tom.
Thanks for
Thank
bringing
you.
Leon, Searcy. Make sure you check out their profiles, this conversation, and many, many others at iwanttabuzz.com. Until next time, stay safe and be cool out there, and we'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
The team at Heritage Capital Group is special because it's a collection of people across the spectrum.
We have people who have been in the shoes of owners that are looking to buy and sell, and professionals that have executed transactions helping buy and sell companies for decades.
I think when you talk to us, see what our experience is, see what our skills are, see the reach that we have, you will be very happy with the recommendation.